What's so proudly held at the twilight's last gleam, whose black stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets like lead that bombs bursting in gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, see, does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, church fans, we're going to get started right now. For our kids, you know what to do. Come right out in front. You know our kids, come out right out in front. First, to start out right now, we're visiting Long Beach Blueways. Coming in with the record flag and all. And number 2, Jonathan Green. At forward, number 23, Naeem Williams. And at forward, number 24, Isaiah Hall. The Williams is going to fire solos. All right, church fans, let's get up on our feet and make some noise. We got our church lined up and ready to go, coming with the record flag and tonight. All right, first, in acting tonight, Justin Hawkins, Sam Edwards, Giovanni, and Leo Santana. For
Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. We are at a TBL matchup between the Long Beach Blue Rays and the San Diego Sharks. I know that's the man we hope you guys will enjoy the show today. And this West Coast rivalry matchup. Tip-off's up. And Nutter has the ball. Here's Nutter. Nutter finds Davis. Davis communicating verbally. Back to Davis. Lead us to Davis. In the corner to Nutter. Nutter for three. It's off. Long. Rebounded by the Blue Rays. Here is Williams. And we have a foot out of bounds by Green. Here's Davis bringing the ball, goes around the screen, dribbles up, dribbling in a relaxed fashion. Has a little bit of pressure on him, passes it over to Rux. Rux, 3-point line, hands it off to Nutter. Nutter dribbles, picks up his dribble, throws it to Davis. Davis, surveying, looking, finds Rux and is deflected by number 24, Isaiah Hawk.
2 on the shot clock.
Davis will inbound the ball. And it looks like we have a caution slippery when wet sign that's not available, as number 2, Amar Ross will knock down the mid-range jump off the screen. Here's Davis. Over to Reedus. Looking around, pivoting. Very little movement. All right, we got a handoff to Nutter. Nutter with the ball. Nutter steps through into a wall, and he gets called for travel. It's 2-0. Ross goes around the screen. Passes inside. It's stolen by Rooks and picked up by Davis. Davis throws it. It's batted. It's stolen back. Williams throws it up to 8. Williams again goes up for the slam and he gets fouled. Blue Wave up 3-0. Looks like the Sharks probably need more of a warm-up. Off the back of the ring and makes a rebounded by Reedus. Out to Davis. Davis, play call. Dribbling. Gives it to Reedus. Reedus with the ball. Here's Davis. Davis, outside the 3-point line, dribbles, takes it to the hole, goes up, it's blocked from behind. And it's spun around, and it's going to be the Long Beach Blue Rays ball. Here's Ross. Ross dribbles up, walking. He goes around the screen. He's still dribbling. Finds number 8, Williams, as he tosses it up, and it goes out of... No, it doesn't. It's actually saved. Back to Williams. He goes into the belly of number 10 and gets fouled. That'll be a foul on Ronnie Reedus, as Williams will be going to the line. It's like the Long Beach Blue Rays have 3 Williams, so I'll be seeing Williams quite a lot tonight. Williams. Knocks it down. Blue Wave up 4-0. Knocks down the second one. Long Beach Blue Wave up 5-0. Here's Johnson. Mr. 360. Ronnie Reeder has the ball at the three-point line. He looks inside to Brooks. Brooks, power dribble, goes up and finishes through contact. Get the Sharks on the board for their first points of the game. He scores 5-2, Blue Wave up 3. Here's Ross. Ross dribbles. Batted around as he ends up in the corner, and he throws it to Williams. Williams for 3. It's off the front of the rim. That's off the front of the rim. That was Green as we got a quarterback pass here to Reedus. Reedus back to Johnson Jr. Jr. dribbling, looking, finds Reedus. Reedus, mid-range J, off the side of the rim, rebounded by Ross. Here's Ross, dribbling the ball, finds Green. Green goes up, and he finished these 2-shot blockers. Gets a layup. Scores 7-2. Here's Johnson Jr. Over to Reedus. Reedus. Over to Davis. Davis goes around the screen. Drive. Dribbles. Picks it up. Finds Nutter inside the Rooks. Rooks in the post. Post office. Steps in. Hook shot. It's blocked, but actually it's considered goaltending. Cam Brooks making an inside presence here. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't go to that all day, like Shaquille O'Neal back in the day. As number 20 Green is in the corner for 3, and wow. What's going on that play? The score is 10-4. 8 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's Johnson Jr. Jr. creates space. Mid-range J. It's knocked down. The score is 6-10. Blue Wave in front by 4. Here's Ross. Goes around the screen. Around the screen again. Hawk sets it, rolls, and it's inside the Hawk as he'll finish with an unorthodox and one jumper. And one layup, excuse me. To finish the 3-point play, it's off the front of the rim and he gets it back. And he's rolling all over the place. It'll go out to Williams. Williams had one heck of a game as he goes up and gets fouled. And the last time the Blue Waves met at home, and you watch that show, Christopher Bradford went off. I don't see Christopher Bradford in the building today. Williams will be going to the line to shoot 2 off the offensive rebound to the layup and foul. Pretty much the best I could say is he just kind of backs out off the free throw. Here's Williams. He goes up and he knocks it down. Pretty much 3 points. Number 7 will be coming into the game for Cameron Rooks and Matt Shepard. Williams knocks down the second. Long Beach Blue Wave up 6-14. Here's Bernard Johnson Jr. Gives it over to Deion Davis. Davis has it in the high post, high school 3-point line with Reedus. Now Davis wants it inside. He gets it batted and stolen as Z. Williams will run into a brick wall and turn over the ball. Here it is. Out inside to Davis. Davis dribbles, mid-range. Has space. He'll go around the screen. Over to Johnson Jr. for three. It's off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Ross. Pull up three-pointer off the back of the rim. Here's Johnson Jr. Come to the Sharks and Sharks going to get the free popcorn as Johnson will take a mid-range J and knock it down. The score is 14-8, 6:26 left in the first quarter. Dribbles around the screen, throws it up. It's up and it's tipped in by number 24, and that's Isaiah Hart. Here's Johnson Jr. Dribbling. Has Williams on him, goes, kicks it to Ronnie Hughes to the mid-range jumper, and cleaning it up will be Javon Nutter off the tip. That's great hustle right there by Javon Nutter. Here's Lamar Ross. Score is 10-16. Sharks down 6. Ross. Over to Williams. Williams gets it poked from behind, and it's going to be blue wave ball. And subbing into the game is Trace Dimmitt, as well as two other Beach players.
All right, guys.
Got a timeout.
We got our first game of the night.
And we'll see you guys after the commercial break.
All right, boys, you know how this game goes. When we say go, it goes on the mat, spin around 10 times, and then go make a basket. First one to make a basket, we win a Prince Street pizza gift card. You guys like pizza, right? Ty's not sure they don't like pizza, so you're making bets out there. You already know where to go. All right, on your mark. Get set. Go. You got to
TBL live action as number 22 will jack it up and rebound by Dimmitt.
Here's Johnson Jr. Over to Davis. Over to Shepard. Now to Johnson Jr. Jr. finds space. Drives to the paint. Goes up with the left hand, and it's tipped in by Rooks. And the score is 16-12. Sharks down 4 with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's Williams. Williams for three. It's off. Rebounded by Davis. Inside the big man Rooks. Oh, it's kind of gathered it in, but it was a pretty good read. Here's Amar Ross. Not sure if he's related to Rick Ross. Ross dribbles, spins, goes, tumbles. It's a jump ball. Amar Ross at about 5'6" versus Bernard Johnson Jr. at the jump ball, but you never could underestimate the size of the young, small guys. But some guys do have bounce, and as Johnson bats it up, it'll be retained by the Blue Waves, and it is a backcourt violation on the Blue Wave. Here's Davis. Dribbles between the legs. Brooks rolls to the basket as Davis goes up and he throws a pass to Ross, and Ross is on the other team. And Ross will go for three, and he'll in and out burger it, and it'll be rebounded by Williams or Green. Williams, sorry. And here is Bernard Johnson Jr. dribbling the ball. Inside over to the three-point line, Cameron Rooks. Gives it to Dimmoth. Dimmoth pump fakes. Passes inside. It's bounced, batted around. Stolen by the Blue Waves. It's just a melee out there as Williams will get it back. Here is charge. The charge after all that fumbling and mumbling and jumbling. It became a charge. And the Sharks will get the ball back. Here's Johnson Jr. Jr. dribbling the ball. Throws it over to Shepard. Shepard. Inside the Rooks. Rooks stepping through. Goes up. He gets fouled from the back. And Cameron Rooks was able to fight off the wave as he had about 4 wave defenders around him. Here's Rooks, and it's out. He'll miss the first one. The score is 12-16. Long Beach Blue Waves in front. Rooks knocks it down. And here is number 3, Jack. Over to Williams. And wow, what a 3 by Jackson. 13-16. Blue Waves in front by 6. Here's Johnson Jr. Fake spin move. Dribbles. Between the legs. Step back, foot on line. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Jackson. Throws it up over to Robinson. Here's Robinson. Over back to Jackson. Jackson for 3. It's out. Rebounded by Shepard. Here is Johnson Jr. Over to Dimmoth. Dimmoth. Quick first step, goes up and out. It's in. What a shot by Trace Dimmoth. Great first step on that last play. The score is 19-15. Blue Wave in front by 4. 2:37 left in the first quarter. Here's Jackson. Jackson. It's out of control pass, but Williams will gather it in with a crossover. Step through, goes up over to Big Brooks. It's off. He gets his own rebound, and he'll put it back in. The score is 21-15. Sharks behind 6. Here's Dimmoth. Heat check time. Let's see. Dimmoth. Pump fakes. Gives it over to Shepard. Shepard throws it up to Rooks. Back to Shepard. Shepard steps through. Goes up cautiously. Goes up strong. Misses. Goes up and tips it back in. You gotta like the persistent mindset of Shepard on that last play. That was great. That was great hustling. Here's Jackson.
17-21. Sharks down 4. Williams, mid-range J over Rooks. It's off the back of the rim. Rebounded Houston. KJ Houston dribbles, gives it to Johnson Jr. Johnson Jr. turns up the speed, goes up, lay it up for me. And the score is 21-19. And we have some trash talking going on between the Blue Waves and the Sharks as there's 1:33 left in the first quarter. We'll see you guys after the brief intermission. Here's the Blue Wave. Jackson with the ball. Full court press. Here's Jackson. Dribbling with Houston on him. Jackson goes up full speed off the back of the rim and finishes as he falls to the floor. 19-19. Here's Johnson Jr. Over to Dimmitt. Dribbles. Pulls up, long range three, it's off the front of the rim as it's rebounded by Williams, 23. Williams, over to the corner, over to Robinson. Robinson with a, absorbs a blocking foul. 5 seconds left. First quarter, 19-23. Being able to limit the foul count. Robinson will go to shoot 2 free throws. Robinson knocks down the first one.
All right, Sharks, let's make some noise.
Robinson knocks again. Here's Johnson Jr. Jr. over to Houston. Houston over to Dimmitt. Dribbles, throws it to Johnson Jr. as he got some hand in his jersey. And he'll step through, pull up a mid-range off the back of the rim, rebound to Reedus. Pivots through 6. Oh, wow, what a move. Reedus with the moonwalk pivot and finishes off the backboard. What a move. Ronnie Reedus. And here is Robinson. And this is number 22, Williams, as he misses. Johnson Jr. will dribble the ball, handle it, spin move, 10 seconds. Johnson Jr. crossover, slips, picks himself up,
spins, goes up, mid-range fade. It's off, rebounded by nobody. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Sharks are behind 21-25, and we'll see you guys at the beginning of the second quarter. All right, back to live TBL action as we're here to begin the second quarter. Sharks down 21-25. Here is Ross. Ross dribbles, kicks it out to number 22. It's off the brim. It's rebounded by Ross. And Ross will go ahead and capitalize off the offensive rebound. The score is 21-27. Sharks down 6. Here is Johnson Jr. Finds number 2. Number 2. This is Holmes. Holmes off the back of the rim, rebounded by Rooks. And it's out to Dimmitt. Dimmitt dribbling. Between the legs, dribbles, drives, gets fouled, throws it up, and they will not count the shot attempt. Over to Johnson Jr. Jr. dribbling. Pump fake. Throws it up. Inside the Reedus. Reedus. Ball fake. Step through. Hook shot. It's off. Rebounded by Rooks. Rooks steps through. Pump fakes. Goes up. Off the rebound is Ronnie Reedus. as they'll finish with maybe the third chance on the attempt. I had to look at the replay, but he got himself a rebound and a putback right there. Here is Ross. We have a foul on number 13. That is Johnson Jr. Rebounding the ball is Williams. Throws it inside, finds Hawk. Here's Isaiah Hawk. It's batted around, and Z. Williams will get it. Williams goes, it's poked out, and it's recovered by Dimmitt. Here's Dimmitt. Dimmitt inside to Ronnie Reedus Jr. Back out to Dimmitt. Dimmitt for three. You bet. And Trace Dimmitt finds a way to get a Sharks breakthrough as they are down one all of a sudden. Score is 26-27, 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Here's Robinson, and there's a foul. It's an offensive foul as Dimmitt hits the floor. And Dimmitt is now a catalyst as he helps the Sharks get back into this game with a little contribution. Here's Johnson Jr. Over to Reedus. Back to Johnson Jr. Quick first step. Steps out. Finds Reedus. Hand off to Holmes. Here's Holmes. Holmes drives. Holmes left hand. It's off. It's up in the air. It's rebounded by Rooks. Rooks steps through, goes up, and he's fouled. And the refs will have a conversation. And we got a foul, and bucket will count. The fans are aware of that, but now the Sharks are up 1-0. Grant Rooks looking to finish the three-point play. He makes it. Consider that last block a goal. Knocks it down. Sharks up 2. 29-27, 9:35 left in the second quarter. Here is Amar Ross. Ross dribbles, turns on the Jets, throws it up and off the backboard and in. And Johnson Jr. must have took a knee to the calf or something, but he walks it off and doesn't showcase any pain after that play. Well, he did, but now he's going inside. And he got stripped by Jackson, and Jackson will throw it to Holmes. Holmes to Dimmitt for three. Knockdown City, Trace Dimmitt. And it's 32-29, Sharks in front. Here's Amar Ross. Ross got intense pressure. Inside the Williams, outside the Jackson. Jackson for three. That's off. I'm sorry, that was actually Robinson. Here's Johnson Jr. Throws it to the scores table as Holmes didn't recognize that the ball was being passed him as it was touched to the hoop.
Sharks fans, let's keep the energy up in here. Defense.
Here is Ross. Ross dribbles through. Here's Williams. Williams steps out, throws up a three. It's in. Rattles in. 32-32. Here is number 8. Number 8. We don't have a name for number 8, so we're just going to call him the Great 8. Or 6, I'm sorry, that's number 6. Number 6 is Holmes on the back of the rim by 24. Here's 24. Outside to number 8. High School three-point line. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Dimmick. Dimmick having quite some time. Oh, and he saves it from being turned over. And wow, this could be a highlight if he finishes. Here is number 6. Off the rebound. Rebounded Reedus. Reedus stepping through. Gives it to Holmes. Holmes, put on the line. It's off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Rooks. And Rooks gets fouled.
Sharks fans.
Score is 32-32. 7:13 left in the second quarter. Here's Cameron Rooks. As we were saying, not trying to interrupt his free throw. 33-32. Checking back into the game is Deion Davis for Holmes. Coming back into the game is Jack. Stepping out will be Roberts. Here's Rooks. Rooks off the back of the rim, rebounded by Davis. To Rooks. Rooks goes up and slamma jamma. Get out the way. Cameron Rooks with the head tapper. And it is 35-32. What a play by Davis off the rebound and assist. To Rooks. Here is Ross. Ross inside, no look to 20. Yes, it's good. Number 20. That's your boy, Green. 35-34. Here is Alexander. Over to Rooks. Rooks still in the hot hand. He's looking for movement. Here is Davis. Step through, blocked. Rebounded by number 8. Wow, throws it up to the ref. And the ref will catch it and say it's out of bounds. I'm not sure if they called the timeout and threw it to the ref or he threw it to the ref and called timeout. We'll have to take a look at it. We'll see you guys after the brief intermission.
All right, everybody, you may have been in this game from last year. Maybe you saw the Instagram post. But we're going to give somebody this year a chance to make a half-court shot and win a car. Now today, if we give it up for William and your feet, everybody. William, down there in the basket, please. Your feet down here in the basket.
right, back to live action. Here is Alexander, guarded by Ross. Alexander, dribbling, spin move. Picks it up, throws it over to Shepard. Shepard. Rip through, step through, he gets hit. There's guys falling on the floor, and it'll be thrown away, and a turnover as Davis will pick it up and get a steal. Here's Davis. Over to Reedus. Reedus to Davis. Davis, pull up three. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Jackson. Here's Jackson. Over to Williams. Williams with Shepard on him. Drives through, goes up, it's in, and a foul. A bit of a late call there, but Long Beach will go ahead and get an extra free throw attempt after that play. Score is 35-36, 5:33 left in the second quarter. We have Williams at the free throw line looking to complete a three-point play. If not, he'll get a lead. Knocks it down. The score is 37-35. Sharks behind. 2. Here is Alexander. Over to Shepard. Play action. Finds Davis off the handoff. Davis for 3 off the front of the rim. It's rebounded by Williams. And Williams will throw a nice pass. That's what it turns into. And we have Ross hitting the floor. And Davis will pick it up, give it to Reedus. Reedus looking around. And we have Alexander clapping for the ball. Alexander goes around the screen. Step back 3 from the high school line, and he'll knock it down. It'll be actually be counted as a 2 since his forward's on the line, but you have to love the energy. Score is 4:45. Excuse me, 37-37, 4:40 left in the second quarter. Here's a three-pointer by Long Beach Blue Waves as number 8, Williams, will knock down the 3. And we got a timeout by referee. We have a clock malfunction. Stay tuned with us because we'll be inbounding shortly. 37-40, Sharks down 3. 4:32 left in the second quarter. Here is Alexander. Off the fadeaway, high school three-point jumper last play. Throws it over to Reedus. Reedus using his body. Hands it off to Dimmick. Dimmick up high for Reedus. Reedus. Floater. No. But it's cleaned up by Shepard. Gotta love the hustle from Shepard. Get his rebound and point on that last play. Williams will step through. It's poked. And it'll be off the Blue Waves. 40-39. Sharks down 1. Here is Alexander. And it's stolen by Williams. Here he is. Windmill City? No, but he'll throw it down the two-hand jam. Off the steal. 42-39. Sharks behind 3. Here's Alexander. Alexander over to Shepard. Play action, then hands it off. Over to the corner, Dimmitt for 3. Knocked down, you count it again. Are tied up, 42-42, and Trace Dimmitt has come back to life. He's back. Here is Jackson for 3. Off. It's rebounded by Alexander. Alexander throws it up. It's saved. Actually out of bounds. But if that was the NFL, he probably could have caught that with 2 feet and landed out of bounds. But the injury risk would be quite high. Stay healthy, Trace. It's okay. Here is Williams. Williams. Guarded by Shepard. Hustle man Shepard. On D, steps through, and we got a foul on the floor, I believe. It is on number 27. There is no 27, so I'm assuming it's 7. That'd be Shepard on the foul. Commercial break. We'll see you guys after.
All right, Sharks fans, we got another game lined up for you. Timeout on the floor. Here we go, guys. What's your name? Malachi. Oh, you want my mic? You do a good job. You want to call this game? Everybody come over here. He said, yeah, everybody. I might be out of job after this. All right, have a seat, Malachi. All right, guys. You're racing out to the lunch at half court. Start right here. Right here. Over here. Actually, Crunch, go to the end of the court, Crunch. All the way down. We'll make this a longer one. I believe in these boys. Sharks fans, make some noise for them. On your mark, get set, go! I like the energy. He's got it. Here we go. Go, go. Our time is finished ever. I'll tell you what, you guys have been so awesome. We're going to give you both a Chick-fil-A gift card. 6 a.m. Sharks Day, the only place you can get Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. All right, Sharks fans, we came all the way back for this slow start. Let's finish this out strong. Let's bring the energy up here in the half.
Back to TBL live action. (42-42), second quarter, 2:55 left. Here's Williams. Williams with the ball. Sharks get the steal. Davis, throw it down, and he'll make the layup. 42-44. 2:40 left in the first half. As Williams will pick up the ball and dribble. Knockdown three. Yes. Blue Wave up 1. Here's Johnson Jr. Jr. over to Shepard. Shepard rips, hands it to Johnson Jr. and he'll get fouled. Jackson. Davis will inbound. Sharks down 1. As he'll throw it to Johnson Jr. Johnson Jr. over to Davis. Davis steps, speeds up, and he gets fouled on the ground again.
That's 5 fouls on Long Beach. Davis to the line for 2.
And now the Blue Wave are over the limit. As Dion Davis will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Knocks down the first one. 45-45. Coming back into the game, Javon Miller. Coming out will be Shepard. Coming out also is Ronnie Reedus. Coming back in will be Cameron Rooks. Coming back into the Blue Wave is Robinson. And coming out will be Ross. Here's Davis. Inside, makes it 46-45. Here is Jackson. Jackson dribbles, goes around the screen, over to Williams. Williams finds space off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Johnson Jr. Over to Davis. Davis throws it up, and what happened? Clock malfunction. The Sharks will re-inbound the ball.
Foul away from the ball. Kids, if you don't have the ball to shoot, we have red and white Shark basketball for sale in the stand. They're great for autographs, great for playing.
All right, it'll be 1:43, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Sharks down, or Sharks up one. Here's Davis. Fake spin move, throws it over to Johnson Jr. Wow. I don't even know how to describe the play. It's a great move. He did a ball fake or pass fake off the gather, and they fell for it, and he finished the shot. That's a great shot. Here is Jackson. Over to Green. Green steps, finds Williams in the corner for three. It's long and rebounded by Johnson Jr. Jr. Over to Dimmitt. Dimmitt catch and shoot three. It's off the front of the rim, rebounded by Nutter. Nutter out to Johnson Jr. for three. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Williams. Here is Green. Over to Williams. Williams steps through, and there's a foul on the play. And that is a foul on number 21, or 12. That is Cameron Rooks. And going to the line will be Williams. 48-45. Sharks up 3, 54.9 seconds left in the first half. It's been a very seesaw competitive-like game. Teams taking leads back and forth. Williams will in-and-out burger, miss the first free throw. This message is brought to you by Mazda. You might be able to win a Mazda if you come to the San Diego Sharks game. Come knock down the half-court shot. Sign up. Here is Williams. 46-48. Here is Davis. Back to Johnson Jr. Jr. over to Davis. Davis. Inside to Rooks. Spin move. Over to Nutter, and Nutter will left-hand finish. Pass, nice finish. Here is Williams. One dribble up through, block party. Cameron Rooks is hosting. Here's Johnson Jr. floater up. Rebound by Nutter. It's battered around. It's picked up by Robinson after Jackson, and then Williams. It's a circus, and it'll be Sharks ball after all that shenanigans. Here is Johnson Jr. 15 seconds. Jr. over to Davis. 10 seconds. Davis counted. Dribble between the legs. Freeze. Dribble. Over the outside. Nutter for three. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Ross. So throw it up. And Davis will catch it and throw it up as time expires. That shot attempt by Davis will not count. We'll see you guys after the half. 50-46. San Diego Sharks up 4. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Maybe a barbecue or something. But if so, if you ever get a chance, check out the San Diego Sharks schedule and come out to a free game. You can win a free Mazda or get a Chick-fil-A gift card. Or even go to Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. We'll see you guys after the half.
Let's go. Freeze! Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Check it out, y'all. How low can you go? Can you go how low? All the way to the floor? How low can you go? Can you bring it to the top? Like it never ever stop? Can you bring it to the top? One up. Right foot down. Left foot down, y'all. Chop, chop, real smooth.
Don't leave without getting your tickets to sharksbasketball.com.
Back to live action. And the Blue Wave will go ahead and inbound the ball. Here is Ross. Oh, and there is a malfunction to start the half. Here is Ross. Ross, guarded by Johnson Jr. Ross steps through, goes up, and it's off the back of the rim. No shot called by the referee. .11:47 in the third quarter. Here is Ross. Over to Williams for three. It's off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Jackson. Out to Ross for three. And he'll make it this time. 49-50. Sharks up front. Here is Reedus. Inside, it is out of bounds and turned over. Two overtime. Here is Ross. Ross. Dribbles. As David. Gardner. Here is Ross. Step. To Williams in the corner. Back to Williams. And Williams will miss. Here's Nutter. Nutter over to Davis. Davis steps through inside. Sealed by Reedus. Reedus goes up. No, it's off. Rebounded. It is off the leg of Ross as both players were diving out of bounds to take the ball. Yes, sir. Diving and jumping. Sorry for my use of right there. Diving if I would have been going head first. Here is Rooks. Rooks over to Reedus. Reedus inside to Nutter. Nutter. Pivot, turn, goes up, and he gets fouled. Number 24. Reedus. Oh, excuse me, that's Isaiah. Nutter. Off the back of the rim. And it's off the front of the rim, and Rooks gets the offensive rebound, steps through, gets fouled, and he'll be going to the line. First free throw, and the Sharks are coming kind of cold to the free throw line as they're 0 for 3 in the last 3 attempts. Whoops. It's rebounded by Nutter. I'm not sure there was a shot attempt, but we'll look at it later. Here's Jackson. Over to Williams. Williams. Here is Ross. Ross. Mid-range J. In. Ross helps the Blue Waves take the lead. It is 51-50. Blue Waves. Here is Johnson Jr. Over to Reedus. Reedus. Over to Davis inside the Rooks. Rooks step through. It is a travel. Bringing in the ball was Ross as he throws it up over to Jackson for three. It is in. It is 54-50. Here is Johnson Jr. and something happened. Quite sure. Here is Johnson Jr. Here is Reedus over to Johnson Jr. To Nutter over to Rooks inside. Pivot, step through, hook is blocked out to Davis. Here's Reedus inside, it is in. And you gotta like the energy of how the Sharks are attacking the basket right there. Here's Jackson Jr. Oh, Jackson, sorry, he missed. And here's Davis. Here's Johnson Jr. And it's rebounded by Rooks. Rooks, miss. Rebound, Rooks. Rooks, step through, miss. Rebounded by, out of bounds actually. They say it touched the pole, but I still think it was in play. Based off the angle from up here. (52-54). Here is Ross. Ross, quick between the legs, move, gather step, it's off, rebounded by Rooks. Over to Johnson Jr. Jr. Inside to Reedus, Reedus to the corner, Davis, hop step, catch and shoot, it's off. Rebounded by Williams. Williams, drive, step, goes up and gets hit in the head. With 8:40 left in the third quarter, 52-54, Blue Wave in front. Here's Williams. First free throw attempt. It's off. Williams looking to take his second free throw attempt. And he'll shoot, and it'll make it. 55-52, 8:40 left in the third. Here is Johnson Jr. Over to Brooks. Brooks, fake handoff, dribble, handoff to Davis. Davis steps, dribbles between, pass to Johnson Jr. inside to Brooks. Brooks pivots outside to Davis. Davis dribbles. Shot clock going down, pump fake. It's a shot clock violation. 52-55, shots in the third quarter. Here is Ross. Ross dribbles the ball over to Williams. Back to Ross. Ross dribbles. Behind the back. Ross drives, spins, goes up. It's in and out burger. Rebounded by Johnson Jr. Jr. Walk, dribbling with strength and gets fouled. And Williams is ready to turn on the NOS on that one. Here is Davis, over to Johnson Jr. Jr. dribbles, step through, step back. It's off the front of the rim, rebounded by Williams. Here is Ross. And wow, we heard a loud impact over there. Williams hit the floor. Not quite sure what happened. Off the ball foul. Inbounding will be number 22.
Sharks fans, don't forget after the game, we're going to lose. We pull this out. Stick around, get autographs.
Here's Ross. Ross with the ball. Ross for three. It's off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Johnson Jr. Dimmick
drive, scoop. He's back. Trace Dimmoth. A catalyst. And look, whoa! And thankfully his feet weren't planted as Dimmoth dove to the floor. And we have hurt back on the play. That is 24 Williams holding his back. That is, off. 7:10 left in the third quarter, 54-55 left. Sharks in front. Here is Jax Ross. Off the three-point miss, that was by 24, I believe. That is off. And Dimmoth with the ball. Long range trey ball, it's off. Rebounded by Williams, and we have players hitting the floor again. We have a foul. Number 23, Williams. And we're going to take a timeout with 62 left in the third quarter.
All right, guys, let's get into the game. We got to get energy back up. All right, guys, put the basketball down. What's your name? What's your name? Awesome, guys. Put the basketball down. Here's how this works. When I say go, you're going to put on Crunch's uniform. You're going to put on Crunch's uniform, dribble to the other end, and make a shot. The first one to make it wins some Bridge Street pizza. They're excited. Okay, on your marks, get set. Get ready to put Crunch's jersey on. Get set. Go. They're off to a good start. By the way, Sharks fans, Crunch wears a triple extra large, so I'm sure this fits great. Make some noise for these kids. They're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. I like it. Oh, we got one off the races. Oh, you can catch it. You still got a race. Here we go. Oh! Yeah! He came up, asked him to play a game, and he said, I got this. Great job, buddy. All right, hey, make some noise for these boys, everybody. You can go home with your own jersey. These home whites will wear and have every San Diego neighborhood in the pinstripes. Fun little detail. Make sure you go check those out at the merch stand. Or get yourself a shirt or a hat or a stuffed punch, a basketball, whatever you like.
All right, here we go. Back to live action. TBL live action. Here's Johnson Jr. Over to Davis. Davis goes around the screen. Puts on the break. Dribbles to the hoop. Mid-range J by Rooks. It's off. Rebounded by 22. Here's Ross. Ross over to Hawk.
Hop. Over to Williams. Williams, pivot, spin. Looks like a tornado, and he'll toilet bowl it in. 54-57. Sharks down 3. Here's Johnson Jr. over to Davis. Davis. Gives it to Rooks. Rooks. Step through, hook shot. It's goaltended. It is.
You know what happens if you don't double hand hooks? That's a block.
It's not a block. It is a goaltend.
You got to double hand hooks every single time. Even that doesn't work.
Here is Ross. Ross getting good minutes here. Oh, and Dimmick will hit the floor. And there's an offensive foul. 56-57, 5:50 left. Third quarter. Here is Johnson Jr. Jr. steps through, goes up, scoop, it's good. 58-57, and Johnson Jr. giving Sharks some renewed energy as Ross will drive, kick to the corner, Williams step through. It's off the foot, it's caught by Rooks to Dimmiff. Dimmiff to Johnson Jr. for 3. It is off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Hawk. Here is Ross. Ross. Cross over. Pivot. It's caught by Williams. Or Hawk. Here's Williams. Williams steps through. It is good off the reverse. 59-58. Sharks down 1. Here's Johnson Jr. Jr. with Ross guarding. Spins to Nutter. Nutter steps. Dribbles. Finds Holmes. Here's Holmes. Over to Dimmick. Dimmick. Gathers. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Step side 3. It is knocked down City. Trace Dimmick. He's back. I say that every time because every time the Sharks start falling back, there's a way that Dimmick finds a way to make it happen. And he'll take the charge. Hot shot, Dimmick. Defensive, taking the charge, Dimmick. Gotta look at the play-by-play action here. There's a fan that is on. They slap the wood on the bleachers. Pretty loud. Here's Johnson Jr. Over to Nutter. Nutter looks around. Finds Johnson Jr. for 3. It's good. Sharks are heating up. Right, they started off the half pretty slow, but look like they're starting to wake up. Here's Ross. Ross crossed through. High school 3 missed. Rebounded by Holmes. Here's Holmes. Dribbles to Dimmick. Dimmick dribbles with Williams guarding him. Stop, pump fake, step through. He gets fouled. He'll be going to the line.
Great move by Trace. Free throws. Come on.
Dimmick knocks down the first one. 65-59, Sharks on front. 3:42 left in the third. Dimmick. This is the second, but it's rebounded by Rooks. Rooks step through, hook. It's good. Go ahead and get an offensive rebound and put it in the basket for Cameron Rooks. Like they planned it. We do plan that kind of stuff. We'll take that every time. Inbounding the ball will be the Blue Waves. Here's Rock. Blue Wave behind 8. I believe this is the largest lead of the game. Here's Ross. Over to Williams. Step through, layup, it's good.
And some new energy is shown by Williams.
Here is Holmes. Stepping through. Pump fake to Johnson Jr. Johnson Jr. for 3 is good. 70-61. Sharks up 9. 2:52 left in the third quarter. Here's Rock. Behind the back. Inside. Turnover. Overthrown. And we're going to get a timeout by Blue Wave. We'll see you guys after the break.
All right, Sharks fans. It's everyone's favorite mother-son game. The scooter race is back. And I know what some of you are thinking. One of the moms asked, they said, hey, have you seen this on Instagram? Are these scooters more durable? And the answer is absolutely. We take care of our fans. All right, let's go. Real quick. What are your names? All right, we got Evan and Callie over here going up against Axel and Megan. All right, have a seat, moms. You're up. All right, boys. Hey, just remember, if you push your home off the scooter, it might impact your birthday presents later this year. Just warning you. All right, on your mark. Remember, you're going around the cone and then back to win. On your mark. Get set. Go. Oh, there we go. Axel's out of course. Evan's in the lead. There we go. Evan's got it. Axel, you just put it wrong. Give it up for these guys. You can stand up. Oh, now you got it. Oh, they can be greater than this now. We got to let you all start practicing. All right, give it up for everybody. Quick picture. All right. Evan just won himself a Drip Street Pizza gift card. As a reminder, kids, stick around. The Sharks hang on to this lead. We got a special surprise for all the kids. They'll get to take a victory lap after the game.
Inbounding the ball. Here is Davis. Back to third quarter live TBL action. Davis over to Johnson Jr. Screen set by Nutter. Nutter throws. Johnson Jr. to Dimmitt. Dimmitt pivots and takes him to the chin. Will spin, go, it'll get stripped, and it'll be out of bounds on Barnaby. Here's Dimmitt. Over to Johnson Jr. Johnson Jr. Corner 3. It's good from deep. Good from deep. 73-61. Here's Ross. Over to Williams. Over to Ross. Ross, corner 3. Redemption. 64-73. Sharks up 9. Here is Davis. 2 minutes left as he takes a 3 and he'll knock it down from deep.
76-64. Here's Ross. Over to Williams. Back out to Robinson. And it's rebounded by Shep. No, it's actually off his foot. Cleanup on aisle 6. There's a wet spot on the floor. Inbound on the ball is the Blue Waves with 14 seconds left, and Ross is wide open. And he'll drive, mid-range jumper. It's off the back of the rim, rebounded by 8. And put back in by number 8, Williams. It is 66-76. 1:30 left in the third. Here's Johnson Jr. Screen set by Nutter. Johnson Jr. dribbling, putting some sauce to it. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded, stolen. It's out of bounds. Blue Waves ball. Here is Ross. Ross dribbling the ball. Picked up by Johnson Jr. Inside, it is stolen by Shepard, or actually not. It's actually a foul somehow, somewhere. And Blue Wave getting a little bit more of an edge here. Down 10. And going to the line is Isaiah Hawk. Hawk knocks down the first one. Single-digit game, 67-76. Hawk knocks it down. 76. Here is Davis. Davis dribbling. Over to Dimmitt. Pivot. Dribbles. Here is Shepard. Spin move. Step through. High. Rebounded by Davis. Davis steps through. Scoop layup is good. 68-78. Sharks down 10. 40 seconds left. Here is Ross. Ross dribbles. Inside the Hawk. Hawk with the smooth flying scoop layup. 70-78. Sharks up 8. Davis dribbling. Puts on the brakes. Over to Johnson Jr. Getting groovy. Dribbles. Drives. Goes up. Left-handed. It's good. 80-70. Here's Ross. Ross steps through. Breaks through the defense, and he makes the layup. And that's the end of the third quarter, 80-72. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll see you at the beginning of the fourth.
All right, guys, we're bringing back a Sharks Classic. We got musical chairs coming up here. We got some very hungry contestants that want to win some Chick-fil-A. Again, taking care of our fans. We got giveaways all game, every game. All right, guys. All right, there's 5 of you for 4 chairs. That's the math, guys. All right. Hey, by the way, can we make some noise for DJ Morrow over there chopping it up for us on the Wednesday, Tuesday? Art Pompeo DJ Company. They're phenomenal for any event. We love them. They're out here keeping the energy up all game, every game for the Sharks. All right, DJ, let's get some music going. You guys know what to do. Start moving up. You snooze, you lose. Good try, buddy. All right, stand up, guys. And number 3. Oh! He's lower in the seat. You're out. Good try, Evan. Hold on. All right, go ahead. Oh! And then there were 2. What are your names? All right, make some noise for these boys. We got 1 chair. 1 chair. Hey, you can't sit down early. Oh! I'm glad you didn't pull the chair on you. All right, good work, guys. Hey, make some noise for these guys. What's your name again? Christopher just wanted himself some Chick-fil-A. Sharks basketball to start the 4th quarter.
Back to TBL live action. Here is Johnson Jr. to start off the 4th. 80-72. Over to Shepard. Shepard pivots. Hand off. Johnson Jr. Back to Shepard. Back to Johnson Jr. Mid-range J is off. Rebounded by Davis. Davis inside the Shepard. Swung over to Johnson Jr. Jr. Crossover. Spin move inside the Shepard. Shepard pump fakes, goes up. It's a good finish. Great basketball right there. 72-82. As Ross will dribble the ball over to Williams. Williams has space. Will take it to the mid. Take it to the paint. And he'll get fouled and shoot 2 free throws. Shooting 2 free throws will be Williams. Williams. In and out. 72-82. Here is Williams shooting his 2nd free throw. Knocks it down. 73-82. Here is Johnson Jr. Guarded by Robinson. Over to Davis. Davis. Hand off back to Johnson Jr. Back to Davis. Davis for 3. No. Rebounded by Dimmitt. Back to Davis. Davis pump fakes for 3. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by number 20. That is Green. Here is Ross. Mid-range pull up. It's off. Rebounded by Williams. Spin move, and he stepped out of bounds. Turnover on the Blue Jays. Here is Johnson Jr. He'll dribble over to Shepard. Shepard pivots. Shows patience to Johnson Jr. Screen set. Johnson Jr. goes up. He's blocked, but Shepard will clean it up. Shepard janitorial service. You're cleaning. Out here cleaning. Excuse me. Here is Ross. To Williams. Williams steps left. Rebound. Block. We're going to the line for 2.
Going to the line is Williams. He'll make the first one. Blue Wave downtown, 84-74, 10-12 left in the fourth. Williams going to the line for his second attempt to try to make it a single-digit game. And he will make it. 84-75. Sharks up 9. 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Here is Shepard. Mr. Everywhere. Here is Shepard. Dribbles inside, uses his body, steps, goes up, and finishes. And Shepard out here doing the dirty work, and we got a Long Beach Blue Waves player holding his nose. Here is crossover, City steal. Here is Dimmick. Dimmick to Nutter, gets grabbed, slams it, adds some emphasis, but it'll be a foul. See you guys after the timeout.
Taking on Bakersfield at 7 p.m. Get your free tickets at sharksbasketball.com. And don't forget to stick around after the game. Players are going to be signing autographs, taking pictures, coaches hanging out. And if we can hold on to this lead for another 9 minutes and 30 seconds, kids are going to take a victory lap. Always a treat.
We have a technical foul. 9:30 left in the fourth, 86-75. How many did take at the free throw line? And they will knock it down. 87-75.
So the Sharks get one free throw and the ball.
Sharks up 12. 87-75. Here's Davis. Over to Johnson Jr. Over to Davis. Davis for three. Short. Rebounded by Williams. Williams drives. Cruising to the basket. Left-handed. And one. And he'll be going to the free throw line. Williams will miss and rebounded by Davis. Davis will dribble. Inside to Nutter, 3-point line of the high school. Over to Davis. Davis for three. Count it. Three from deep. 90-77. Here is Green. Inside, it's back. poked by Shepard, recovered by Nutter. Here's Nutter, over to Dimmiff. Dimmiff in the corner. It's close to out of bounds. Actually, he was out of bounds. Turnover, Sharks, 90-77, 8:44 left in the fourth. Here is Williams. Williams will dribble. Between the legs, step through, hook. It's good. Williams not going down real easily. Here is Davis. Green on defense. Here's Nutter. Over to Davis. Davis, jab, step, scoop, up, and wow. And there's a blocking foul. And Deion Davis will be shooting 2 free throws after he gets up shortly.
Fun fact about Deion Davis, your captain. 2 years ago, a Sharks fan, a young fan, gave him a Pokemon card. He keeps it in his sock every single game. That's love. Timeout, Blue Waves.
Blue Waves will take a timeout. We'll see you guys after the break. 8:06 left in the fourth quarter. 90-79, Sharks up 11.
Make some noise for the man, everybody. So I don't know if you fans see these black tables over here. We got some fans having a great time. Getting all you can eat. They got a server. They got drinks. It's all included. Those are our VIP seats. You can buy those at sharksbasketball.com. But now, you've got a chance to make this putt and get your whole family VIP seats for free next week. How we feeling about this? You got this? You play a lot of golf? You play golf? No. Well, there's the first time for everything. You got this, buddy. All right, now. Let's get this ball and stop moving for you. There you go. All right, one try. Quiet, please. One putt for 4 VIP seats. Oh, so close. Good try. Good news, man. You still get free general admission seats next week, just like all our other Sharks fans. We appreciate you guys being out here. We hope to see you back next Saturday night.
Going to the line will be Deion Davis. Timeout. 8:06 left in the fourth quarter. 90-79, Sharks up 11. And he'll knock it down. Davis is second. It's in and out. Rebounded by Williams. Sharks swimming away here. As Williams crosses over, dribbles, kick out to Robinson. Robinson off the knees. Here is Nutter. Nutter. Step through and finish. 93-79. Sharks swimming away. Here is Green. Over to Robinson. Robinson behind the back pass to Nutter. It's another turnover. Here is Davis. Davis dribbles. Crossover. Over to Dimmiff. Dimmiff pump fake. Drives. Goes up. Scoop. It's off the back of the rim. It's rebounded by Rooks. It's off. It's rebounded by Rooks. It's off. It's rebounded by Rooks again, and he gets fouled. Cameron Rooks after we got some cleanup floor here. Sweaty players must have hit the floor, so really make sure nobody gets hit on it. Cameron Rooks. Knocks down the first free throw. Sharks up 15. Biggest lead of the day. Rooks. In and out. Rebounded by Williams. Here is Robinson. Met at the rim by Rooks, and he'll grab the rebound. Here's Dimmoth. Over to Johnson Jr. Back to Dimmoth. Over to Nutter for three. It's good. 79-97. Sharks pulling away. We have a fan sighting, but he does not want to be seen. It is Black 100. Here is Williams. Over to Robinson for three. Knockdown City. Well, here is Davis. Over to Johnson Jr. Back to Dimmoth. Over to Davis. Over to Nutter. Over to Johnson Jr. for three. Down City for real. It's 100-82. 6:05 left in the fourth quarter. And Johnson Jr. with a response from the last three. Here is Robinson. Between the legs, step back three. It's good. And this has turned into a three-point shootout. Lots of good moves being used out here. Here is Johnson Jr. Dribbles over to Davis. Over to Nutter. Inside. Nutter step. Side step. And he lays it in. 102-85. Sharks up 17. Swimming away here. Here is Williams. One dribble inside. Alley-oop to, wow, number 8, Williams. And he hurt himself. I think he needs a sub. He's grimacing in pain over there. Off the slam. Here is Davis. I don't think coach knows. Here is Rooks. Step through outside Nutter. Put on the line for two, and it's rebounded by Williams. Here is Williams. Dribbling. Turning on the turbo boost. Picks it up to number 8. And Williams upset, but they'll get the ball back. Coming into the game is number 22, M. Williams. Coming out is 8, K. Williams.
And take sole possession of first place.
Oh, it's stolen by Johnson Jr. Over to Dimmoth. Over to outside of Davis for three. It's good. And Dimmoth sacrifices the layup to give Davis a three-pointer. He'll take the assist. Here is Green. Sharks up 18. Here is Williams. Back to Green as he throws up a left-handed hook shot, and it's rebounded by Johnson. Johnson Jr. cruising control. Over to Dimmoth. Dimmoth open from the M. No, it looked like it went in, but it's going to go out of bounds. I thought that went in. But silent confusion from everybody here in the stands as the ball made a certain type of movement that makes it look like it went in. 87-105, Sharks up 18.
Sharks fans, again, we want to thank our sponsor, Dirty Birds, the best wings, not just in San Diego, but in the country.
Here is Williams, M. Williams, over to Robinson for three, and it's off the back of the rim, rebounded by Rooks. Over to Nutter. Nutter dribbling. 3:40 left. Crossover. Over to Dimmitt. Dimmitt. Over to Johnson Jr. Jr. Handoff. Fake handoff. Play action. Puts on the brakes. Gets pushed into the cameraman. And the ball being side out. Sharks ball, foul on Green. And we have a mass substitution. 3 guys coming out, 3 guys coming in. Dimmitt, Johnson Jr., and Deion Davis will step out. Coming in is Alexander, KJ Houston, and Holmes. Here is Houston. Over to Alexander. Alexander dribbles between the legs, drives, left-handed scoop. It's 2 points. It is a goaltend. Sharks are up 20, 107-87. Here is Green. Mean Green Machine. Dribbles, hands off to Robinson, spin move, crossover, catches himself somehow, and he'll give it to Green. Green with the dice roll pass, and somebody is yelling out loud, and text will be handed out, fouls will be given, and free throws will be shot. 3:03 left in the fourth quarter, 107-87, Sharks up 20. Here is Green. Knocks it down. Sharks up 19. 3:03 left. It would take some self-destruction or even purposely beating ourselves for the Sharks to lose this game. Some crazy news the other night. The Bulls took on the Lakers. Lakers were up 5 with about 12 seconds left, and the Bulls somehow won the game with a half-court miracle shot. That was crazy. I don't think we'll be seeing one of those tonight, and if we do, I'll quit my job by the end of the night.
My bad, Sharks fans. It looks like it's going to be ball on the side. But I love the game.
In case you didn't know, we do have a celebrity site. A fan celebrities here, but we cannot show them on camera. Back 100. Here, but he does not want to be seen on camera. I'm just kidding, he's actually not here. Here is Williams. M. Williams. Over to and number 24, Isaiah Hawk will take a little pain to the basket because he's going to the free throw line for 2. A whole lot of shenanigans going on. We're going to take a timeout. We'll see you guys in a second.
Okay, we're starting. All right. Hey, every kid that did not get to play the game but wants to play the game, come on out right now. Every kid that hasn't played but wants to play. This has become a new Sharks tradition this year. We're going to keep it. It's kids versus crunch push-up contest. All right, spread out on the floor, kids. Spread out, spread out, spread out, spread out. Spread out, spread out, spread out, spread out. Spread out, guys, spread out. Everybody out. Oh, here we go. We got to get good for this. All right, on my count, we're going to see who can beat Crunch the Shark in a push-up contest. He just had a Red Bull back in the locker room. I think he's good for a lot of push-ups. We're going to find out. On your mark, get set, go! Oh, we're off to a good start. We're going to wear these kids out for all months of the action tonight. You're welcome. Here we go. Oh, come on, Crunch. Oh, Crunch gave up? No, he's still going. He just had a little sweat.
another fan celebrity in the house. Rick Fox is in the building, but does not want to be seen. Shout out to Rick Fox. Row 7, section 335. You can come see yourself. Here goes the line. Oh, Hawk, excuse me, Isaiah Hawk. For a free throw, and he'll knock it down. Here is Isaiah Hawk. In and out. Rebounded by Reedus. Reedus will look up to Alexander. Alexander dribbles. Back to Reedus. Hand off back to Alexander. Alexander giving the ball to Reedus. Play action. Rooks finds Holmes. Holmes inside the Rooks. Rooks step through and he'll get fouled. To the line is Cameron Rooks. He'll miss the first one.
Let's give a big thanks to Team Mazda, Team Hyundai, and Team TBL.
Brooks makes the second. Starts up 19. Here is Green. Green fumbling the ball over to Williams. Inside, stolen by Reedus, gathered by Holmes. Holmes dribbles, no look to Rooks. Inside and a foul, and the Blue Waves will disrupt the play.
You can't start it. They just have to know. He's having a nice ball. Don't worry, Charlie. We're going to run out of fouls.
Going to the line again for an encore is Cameron Rooks. He'll miss the first one.
Cam, you got to be 25 before you leave.
Shoots, and he'll make the second. And it was an encore of the last. That was an encore. Here we go. Here we go. Here is Green. Green over to Williams for three. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Houston. Here's Houston. Throws it up to Reedus. Reedus drops the pass. Pivots, and he is getting hounded. And it is bounced around, and it'll be back to the Sharks. Coming back into the game is Javon Nutter. Coming out of the game is Cameron Rooks. Sharks are up 20 with 1:53. Houston will inbound. He'll find Javon Nutter. Back to Houston. Houston back to Nutter. Nutter into the corner. Alexander for three. Off. Rebounded Holmes. Holmes. Cutter. Nutter. Slam. Oh my goodness. Cutter Nutter on the slam. No. Almost there. You might see that later down the road, but that was a nice pass. Nice try. Here is Nutter. Knockdown Nutter. 110-89, Sharks up 21. Ran into a free throw frenzy in this fourth quarter. Nutter will miss. It'll be rebounded offensively by Ronnie Reeder. Here's KJ Houston. Ball fake, dribbles, and the ball is maybe a little flat. Here is Javon Nutter in the corner to Holmes. Holmes crossover, slips between the legs. It's stolen. Here comes Isaiah Hawk over to Green. Green, no look back to Hawk when Hawk flies for the slam. What a slam by Isaiah Hawk, and what a pass. And here is Alexander. Nutter gets double teamed and will get fouled again and will add to the free throw frenzy.
I'm not sure what one's supposed to score. They're fouling like it's a 9-point game and not a 19-point game. Stopping the clock's not going to help with this one.
Going to the line is Cutter Nutter. Javon Nutter. Off the back of the rim. Short. And it's off the front of the rim. I maybe shouldn't have said Cutter Nutter. We'll save that for when he cuts and gets the slam next time. (110 to 91), 19-point game. Blue Wave cruising on out. Throws it over to Williams. Williams. To Williams. Drives, it's poked, it's a foul, and we'll be adding more free throws to the free throw frenzy. Free throw frenzy filled fourth quarter. Here's M. Williams. He'll knock it down. Sharks down. Sharks up 18. Williams will miss. And it'll be rebounded by Alexander. Up to Nutter. Nutter behind the back. Stolen, no. Gathered in. Houston. Holds it. Finds Nutter. 39 seconds left. Sharks up 18. 6 on the shot clock. Nutter steps through. Left hand. No. Rebounded by Williams. Here comes M. Williams. Back to Williams. And the Williams to Williams connection works out. 110 to 94. Here is Houston. Blue Waves lowering the intensity. And Nutter will pass it to Holmes. 10. Here is Alexander to Houston. And it looks like the Sharks will quarterback kneel if this was football and take their victory. Sharks win 110-94 against the Long Beach Blue Wave. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in. I am your commentator, Lester Mayo. On camera is Zarina Villegas. We will see you guys next Saturday. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope you have a good rest of your week. And thanks for choosing Sharks basketball. Now the game is officially over. The San Diego Sharks win 110-94. We appreciate you guys for tuning in to the San Diego Sharks Basketball Network. We hope you guys have a good rest of your night, a good rest of your week, and Saturday will be Sharks again, repeat, all right? Saturday next week, home game will be back. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Goodbye.